I'm Paula.
I'm Cecilly.
I'm her mom.
I'm her daughter.
Welcome to This Made Up Life.
This is the third part in our sweater series. We are blocking a sweater. So if you didn't follow along last week, I shrunk a sweater and it was the worst thing that ever happened to me that day. So we washed the sweater last week and this week we are blocking it.
Showing you how to reshape the sweater. Now, it's wet, it's in the towel, so let's get to blocking. All right, we're going to unwrap it from our sweater burrito.
Sweater burrito.
As you can see, this is 100% merino wool, and it is tinyified,
Tiny.
shrunk, very small. Really tell by how big
The label
the label is. That
compared-
used to lay flat.
That used to be flat.
So first things first, Cecilly wants this sweater to fit like this shirt. So you kind of need a guide, something to use as a pattern or template for your blocking. So what we're going to do is we're going to use this drying rack and we're going to put the shirt on there as a background to kind of give us an idea of how wide we want the shoulders and where we want that to go. Now, before we put it up here, let's gently pull on the armhole seams. Now, when I say gently, it's really, really important that this is not something you're yanking. You're working flat.
No, not like that.
And you're just going to gently, but you'll see that as you start to do this, the sweater's starting to change its shape a little bit. We're gonna kind of pull it out on the sleeves a little bit here. All right, now we're gonna bring it up here. All right, Cecily, you're in charge of that side, all right? Now, the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to work on the neck. So we're just gonna pull gently until we can get that label to sit flat. So it might take us a little bit of time here. So we're gonna pin it. So let's pin this part. I'm gonna pin it, but you can see it's starting to come out where we want it. So we're just gonna keep gently pulling. And then literally you're just gonna continue down the sweater this way. So our shirt ended up coming down a little bit. So let's move the shirt up. Right. So now we want to make sure that your shoulder seam doesn't ripple. We're going to come across here. But as you can see now, we've got this laying pretty flat now. So we're just going to keep kind of gently smoothing it out and gently pulling it. I don't think you need it as long. This is a more waisted thing. So here's kind of where your shirt goes in. So I don't think you need to pull it as long. Like I would say, this is probably the length you want it right here. It helps if you have a shirt or sweater that is really similar to the fit you're looking for. But we're just gonna keep kind of gently pulling it here along the sides. And then when you get it kind of where you want it without too many ripples, you're just gonna pin it to something. Just something. Well, a lot of times I'll do this just flat on a towel and then lay it on the drying rack because I want to be able to pin it in several different sections. Now this bottom part where there's ribbing, I don't want to pull on that a lot, right down here, because I want that to still come in and fit nice and snug at the waist. So I'm just going to lay this out until it's nice and flat, and I'm going to pin the top and the bottom part of that, And I'm getting the towel as I'm pinning underneath as much as I can. All right, now I'm kind of just gonna keep working this a little bit. It's really a gentle process because what you're doing is you're trying to pull that back out so that it fits, rework it so it fits. All right, now on the sleeves, and this is where you can kind of go wrong. You want to pull them gently open because a lot of times when a sweater shrinks, that's one place it'll shrink a lot. It's like through the width in the sleeve. So just kind of pull it open. And again, I don't spend a lot of energy trying to change the way the ribbing is because it's already built in that that's going to stretch. So I'm just going to pull.
I feel like I'm making a pizza.
And I want to make sure the sleeves are the same. So Cecilly, you want to get your sleeve over here because we want to make sure that one sleeve doesn't end up really long and the other sleeve short. Now, one thing that is going to happen when this dries, and we could stick it outside to dry, or we could just stick it somewhere where it's going to get some air and it'll dry, probably take a day. When this dries, you're going to have some marks where your pins were. So one thing you can do to combat that is as it starts to get dry and it's holding its shape before you can take the pins off.
Oh, that's weird.
And then just lay it flat.
Okay.
So about halfway through the process, and then what I usually do is I just kind of rub over where the pin was.
Ooh, smarty.
And that just kind of smooths it out.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But for this first part of the drying process, you definitely want to keep it pinned so that it stays. So
Ta-da!
here are some pictures of the dried, cleaned sweater. All right, so that is a way to block a sweater. I'm sure there are many other ways. Some people like to stuff them, especially like arms, with plastic bags from the grocery store while it dries, just so that it holds its shape. I mean, there are a myriad of different ways you can do it. But this is one way to reblock, reshape a wool sweater. Let us know if you try this. Let us know if you have any questions. We would love to help you out. If you've got a sweater and you want to know if it's worth trying to reblock, shoot us a picture and let us know. We'll tell you. As always,
if you like the video,
like it,
follow us, share, and subscribe
on YouTube.
Woohoo!
We love doing this and we love you guys. Thanks for watching.
See you later.